Okay, these are the flowers and foliage we'll be using today in our pew end. These have all been foraged from the garden, and also there's a house plant over there as well. We'll go through them individually in a minute. The flower markets obviously are still closed, Covent Garden, Vanfleet, during these times. However, there are some useful links on their website, so if you do have to source a number of flowers for anything that you might be doing, funeral tributes, etc., you can get hold of flowers directly from the supplier and they will deliver, but I think it needs to be quite a big order. So in the meantime, I have foraged these plant materials from my garden and I'll run through what they are. So we've got here some myrtle, okay, so really sort of fragrant shrub there. Now, traditionally, it goes back to the 1800s, traditionally brides would have a piece of myrtle always in their bouquet. This was started by Queen Victoria when she married Prince Albert. It's meant to be the herb of love. So since then, especially the royals, they always have a little bit of myrtle in their bouquet. And then we move on. I've actually got some leaves here from the Boston fern. This is a house plant. We'll add that to just getting some mixtures of textures into the foliage. We've got our old favourite eucalyptus. So that's all the new growth from the eucalyptus tree that now looks a little bit bare, and I'll take that off the top. We've got some hebe here. This is another low growing shrub. It's got some lovely little purple tinges to it. I'm using that. Okay, so flowers we've got here. We've got some tulips. This is going to be the main focal flower because of their colour. The yellow and also a little bit of orangey pink in there. So yellow is the most advancing, the most sort of warmest colour you can get, hence why they'd be used for high vis jackets, etc. So they will stand out in your arrangement. We've got the blue muscari there, the great hyacinth. We've got some white heather, erica here. We might be able to add some of that to the arrangement. The buds of the flowers of the skimmia. Those leaves are looking a little bit rough, so I'll make sure I take those leaves off. A little bit of chlorosis going on there. Okay, the flowers are okay. We've got some of the senecio. Again, we can add to that. It's a big contrast in colours and textures, that foliage. And I've also got here, these are buds from a lilac shrub, syringa. So they're actually a beautiful purple flower, but I've just taken them off in their bud stage. The shrub is full of these flowers, so I don't feel too bad about that, but they're just nice interesting texture to add. So that's our flowers and foliage that we're going to use today. So as I said before, we're going to use it in a pew end holder, which you can buy these in packs from wholesalers, and we're going to use 1/3 of a block of oasis, which I'll soak and I'll chamfer down and tape in to the holder.